Welcome to day number 27, and today we are going to keep attention on our words and how our words have a huge impact, a powerful impact on the world that we live in. Now just think, we have an incident. Let's say an incident happens in our life. So an incident happened, and then after incident we have a perception. Now what is perception is nothing but there are thoughts, and then a language and the words that we use come from our thoughts, come from a thinking, or come from a perception. Now one of the belief is that a language comes from a thinking. Now there's another belief. What if it's possible if the words or the language can create the world, or the words that we use can create our thinking? Like for example, I can't do well, I will fail, lose. Now imagine if you use, or if I use this word constantly, and what I'm likely to see and think, that I'm seeing myself that I'm not doing things well and I'm failing and I'm losing. Now the more it happens, the more I see, the more I think about it, it becomes part of my system, and I start believing that I will fail or I can't do. Now think from your life. What are the words that you use frequently in your life? What do you think about yourself? And it impacts our nervous system, because it has happened in my life. As I started growing and I started my startup, I formed that belief, and I started thinking that I can't become a successful entrepreneur. So it took me a long time to change that thinking in the words. So the moment I started using empowering words, it changed my thinking, it shifted my thinking. Now one of the place that we pick the language is from our environment, is from a surrounding. Now let's say in one environment, if I'm using this word, or people are using this word problem, a lot of problem, and if I'm constantly hearing this word, then what's going to happen, very soon when I start talking to other people, it will become part of my conversation. Now let's say there's another environment and people are using this word, I have a big problem. Now see, non-verbally, see my hands, it is a big impact, I have a big problem. Now let's say there's another environment and people are using this word, I have a huge problem. Now see this, again your environment will always play an important role in creating your thoughts and your language. It totally impacts our nervous system. Now please understand, words are such a powerful tool that it can either imprison you or we can set ourselves free. Now I imprison myself by using a lot of negative words like I'm not good enough, I'm not an excellent communicator, I'm unlucky, everything happens for me, like every problem it happens for me, God is not giving me success. The more I started using this word, unconsciously my behavior, it started impacting my behavior. So today exercise is very simple. I really want you should be aware of the language and the words that you use every day, because it impacts us in a, you don't know the impact, but it really impacts. Now for example, let's say if you're using this word, I'm exhausted. Just this word, it has an impact on our nervous system. Now if you can just replace the word with a small word like I am little exhausted or I'm little tired, you'll see the difference. So one word can shift your entire experience. And as a reason, every morning, like when I do my affirmations, I use a lot of positive words. I keep myself saying some positive words, like every day and everywhere I'm getting better and better. I'm child of God. I'm awesome. I'm strongest. I'm a powerful communicator. I'm a powerful storyteller. Because the more you become aware of your word, and when you change your word, it will completely change your experience. So very simple exercise. From today, just be aware of your words. Just see what words are you using and try to replace that word or with an empowering word. And the more you start using an empowering word, you'll start seeing a lot of shift happen in your life. And also see your environment. Is your environment, what kind of words you're listening from the environment? Most of the time, I have carried a lot of words from my family, from my environment. Because my dad will always had some limiting belief towards money. He will say something about money and I started picking up that belief. But the moment I replaced that words, the thoughts into positive thoughts, my money belief got changed. So very simple exercise, be aware of your words. Yeah, thank you so much. I'm going to see you in the next video.